Right now, you probably can't remember what you dreamed last night. Maybe a fragment, a color, a feeling. Nothing more? You lived an entire story a few hours ago. Then it vanished. This isn't new. Humans have been losing this battle forever. It's older than writing, older than farming, older than cities. So why does the brain build something so vivid, only to destroy it almost instantly? To answer that, we have to go back. Way back. Not to ancient Egypt, not even to the first humans. Scientists believe REM sleep, the stage where most dreaming happens, is incredibly old. Some researchers trace early versions of it back over 140 million years to early mammals. Even reptiles show sleep patterns that hint at something similar. Our ancestors weren't the first dreamers. They were just the first to wonder about it. Now picture early Homo sapiens sleeping in groups for safety. No walls, no locks, just fire, darkness, and constant threat. Some scientists think this is exactly why deep dreaming sleep is so fragile. A mind fully lost in a dream is a mind that's vulnerable. There's one problem with staying in dream mode too long. Predators don't wait. So evolution may have built for getting into us on purpose, not as a flaw, as a survival tool. But early humans didn't know any of this. They just knew dreams felt important. Around 3100 BCE, in ancient Mesopotamia, people began writing down what they dreamed. The Sumerians believed dreams were messages sent directly from the gods. One king, Gudea of Lagash, described a dream instructing him to build a temple. To forget a dream, in that world, meant losing a message from heaven. That's a heavy weight to put on a few hours of sleep. Priests were often called in immediately, hoping to reconstruct fragments before they faded. It rarely worked perfectly. Even royal memory failed just like ours does. Meanwhile, in ancient Egypt, dreams were taken just as seriously. Egyptians believed dreams were windows into another reality, running parallel to our own. They had professional dream interpreters, working inside temples dedicated to the god Serapis. This practice was called incubation. Sleep on purpose. Wait for a message. So priests developed them memory techniques. Repeat the dream immediately. Speak it aloud. Write it down fast. Sound familiar? That's basically modern advice for dream journaling. But here's the problem. Nobody understood why dreams disappeared so easily. Now let's jump forward to ancient Greece, around 350 BCE. The philosopher Aristotle rejected the idea that dreams came from gods. Instead, he argued dreams came from the body itself, shaped by sensation. Dream memories are unstable from the very start, not just after waking. Centuries later, a man named Artemidorus wrote something remarkable. His book, Oneirocritica, was one of the first systematic dream dictionaries ever created. But he faced the exact same obstacle every dreamer faces. People forgot details fast. He was documenting a mystery he couldn't fully solve, using tools far too limited for the job. Here's what makes this actually matter far beyond old texts and ancient rituals. This wasn't a cultural problem. It was a biological one, hiding in plain sight for thousands of years. And because the answer wasn't in ritual or religion, it was in brain chemistry. And humanity wouldn't understand that until shockingly recently. In the late 1800s, Sigmund Freud proposed dreams revealed hidden, repressed desires. Both he and Carl Jung were brilliant. Neither could explain why memory failed so consistently. That gap would finally close in a sleep lab, not a philosopher's study. In 1953, at the University of Chicago, everything changed. Researchers Eugene Oserinsky and Nathaniel Kleitman discovered rapid eye movement sleep. They noticed sleepers' eyes darting rapidly beneath closed lids. When woken during these moments, people reported vivid, detailed dreams almost every time. For the first time, dreaming wasn't mysterious. It was observable, trackable, testable. Scientists could finally ask the real question: why do these vivid dreams vanish so fast? The answer turned out to involve a chemical called norepinephrine. During REM sleep, norepinephrine levels in the brain drop dramatically. This chemical plays a critical role in forming lasting memories while we're awake. Your brain isn't broken. It's simply not built to save dreams by design. There's another piece to this puzzle, discovered through modern brain imaging. The hippocampus, essential for memory, weakens its connections during dreaming. It's like recording a movie with a camera that keeps losing signal. Fragments get through. The full story rarely does. Researchers found high recallers wake up briefly, on average, twice as often during the night. Timing isn't a coincidence. It's the deciding factor in whether a dream survives. Now here's where this connects to something much bigger than sleep science. Forgetting isn't a failure of the human mind. It's one of its most important features. If we remembered every dream in full, alongside every waking memory, our minds would be flooded. Some researchers argue dreaming itself may help process emotions without needing full conscious recall. That reframes everything. Maybe the story was never meant for you to keep. A 2019 study in Current Biology found REM sleep can lower emotional intensity tied to memories, almost like natural therapy overnight. This idea connects directly back to those early humans sleeping around fires. A brain focused on survival didn't need permanent access to nightly stories. It needed processing, then a clean slate, ready for tomorrow's dangers. Modern life removed the danger, but the ancient wiring stayed exactly the same. So now, the full picture. It started before humans existed in the deep evolutionary history of sleep itself. It continued through Sumerian kings, desperate for divine messages. Through Egyptian temples built to capture meaningful dreams. Through Aristotle and Artemidorus, chasing stories that kept slipping away. And finally into a Chicago sleep lab in 1953, where science caught up with mystery. All of it explains why, right now, this morning, your dream is already gone. Your brain didn't lose it by accident. It let it go on purpose. Think about it. You are living proof of a system built for survival, not memory. There's something strangely beautiful about that. We spend our entire lives trying to hold on to things, moments, people, memories. But every night our own minds quietly practice letting go anyway. Maybe that's not a flaw in being human. Maybe it's part of what makes us human. If this made you see your mornings a little differently, you might enjoy digging into more stories like this one.